Hey guys, what's going on? Kelly here. And yesterday, a few of you had asked me, you're like, hey Kelly, why don't you do a classic commentary? Just do a few of those and, we can just listen to you and it'll be fun. So, more of something that's not like a would you rather where you find questions, you talk about the questions. This is more just me rambling about a certain topic and just leaving room for you guys to talk about it in the comment section and reading your replies, and we just kind of have like a conversation. Whatever. I'm actually going to be talking about how I got into video gaming, and there's some people out there who game occasionally, maybe they have the console or they have a PC, and they only really play games every once in a while. And then you have those people who are a little more serious about gaming. It still might be casual for them, like they might not be serious about it, but they really enjoy the maybe stress relief of video games or the maybe comfort, whatever the reason, they just enjoy video gaming. So I'm more one of the people who has always been just really into gaming, something I really enjoy doing. And it's been like that my entire life, as far back as I can remember. I remember gaming, and I mean, where do I start with the Atari? And you're like, wow, bitch, you're old. What is the Atari? I've never even heard of that. It was a little console. My parents had it, and I remember playing Pong on it. I remember playing this game called Haunted House, in which I had no idea what I was doing, but for some reason I had a lot of fun playing. I was so young that the whole idea of how to play a video game just didn't really connect in my head, but I liked moving the pictures around. I guess you can just think of it that way, like moving the pictures around. Oh, this is so fun. That kind of thing. So there was that, the Atari. That's I'd say my first introduction. And then my parents also had one of those Game Boys, the really big brick Game Boys. They were huge, and they had the Mario games, other games. I'm trying to think. Zelda, yes, lots of Zelda. And these were all games I played and did horrible at because, like I said, again, I was way too young to do any good with them. And then Nintendo, Sega, I ended up being more into Sega than anything, and I just remember always playing Sega. Me and my sister would play Sega. You had Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. You had, what was the game called? It was wrestling, it was blobs, I don't know. And I was really into the hockey game, an NHL hockey game, even though I don't really like hockey. I really liked the video game when I was little. And of course, all the Disney games. So when you're a little kid, chances are you're obsessed with Disney movies. I loved The Lion King, that was my shit. And Aladdin, and I had all the video game versions on Sega, and I loved playing them. And then eventually, I grew up a little more, and then PlayStation came out. And what I really remember about PlayStation is that, I played it a lot, I did, but what I remember is just always watching my mother play it and just beast at Crash Bandicoot. That game? I've done a few gameplays of it on my channel, but I just remember watching my mom play that game because she knew everything, how to do it right. She was the most MLG Crash Bandicoot player ever to live. She knew exactly how to get the secret boxes and whatever. And then me and my sister would play Tony Hawk. We would always, play Skate or whatever whatever two-player game, whatever, take turns playing. And I remember watching my sister play that, watching my sister play Twisted Metal, and just the fact that I'm remembering watching other people play the game, my sister and my mother, it's I guess it kind of makes me think why YouTube video game commentators are so popular is because sometimes I think we just enjoy watching another person play a game and react to it. It can be really fun. And then, of course, PlayStation 2. I was always a PlayStation girl. And PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2, whatever, blah, blah, blah. It was pretty much the same as PlayStation 1. Just, playing the game, watching my sister play Kingdom Hearts. I remember that a lot, too. Playing Kingdom Hearts myself. And then, what else did I do in PlayStation 2 era that I remember? I can't think now. It's been so long. And then PlayStation 3 came out, but I actually had to save money for it. I didn't get PlayStation 3 until, I don't know, 2 years until it had already been out. I actually had a job then. I got a job when I was 16 working at Subway. I don't know, I really wanted a job. Like, I didn't have any pressure on me to actually get the job, but I wanted to. I wanted to have money. I wanted to start buying things, at my own will, not really hassling my parents with it. So, I didn't end up getting PlayStation 3 until my first year of college, 2 years after it had been out. And so I just, I started getting a bunch of games that had already come out for it, and one of them had been World at War. And it was like a month or 2 months before Modern Warfare 2 came out, and I got really into Call of Duty. Really into it, and really enjoyed the game, and, it continues to be one of my favorite games. I love World at War. I love Modern Warfare 2. Those are really the two games that are really just memorable for me in terms of PlayStation 3. So, yeah, and then I didn't mention my PC gaming experience. I used to be obsessed with The Sims and Age of Empires 2. I was obsessed with those two games when I was, I don't know, junior high, middle school, probably middle school for The Sims, but oh my god, these games were just my favorites. And I gotta check out, I think I have my Age of Empires disc on my floor right now. I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna install that because I loved that game. I freaking loved it. I loved it. And now I continue to play some PC games here and there. I don't record them a whole lot, but that's another thing that I've always enjoyed, is playing on PC. Although those aren't, The Sims and Age of Empires aren't the most hardcore of games. They were games that I really enjoyed, so there you go. Meh. So that's how I got into gaming. If you guys would like to share what got you into gaming, please leave a comment down below. I'd love to read what you guys have to say. And if you'd like to check out another video where I tell a story, I have this one where I talk about just some shenanigans I got into in high school, and I put an apple in a toilet and exploded it, and it was awesome. I talk about that. You can click the screen to check that out. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.